Hello! What you are going to learn in this video are the basic steps just for starting a project. If you are a person that have never ever in your life knit a single crochet stitch, this is the video for you. So we are going to knit yarn and we are going to knit a hook. How do you know the number of the correct hook for that specific yarn? That comes in the label with the yarn. As you can see in the instructions here, it is written that this yarn can be used with hooks in the size 2.5 to 3.5. I have picked up the hook number 3.0. So let's get started with the basics. The first thing for starting any project is to make a slip knot. So that's quite easy, but what you need to do first is to get the end of the yarn. I prefer to get it from the middle. There are other people who prefer to get it from the external part. I do prefer from the middle because I avoid that the yarn ball is moving all the time. That's my personal preference. Just let me know what is your personal preference. So for making the slip knot, we get the end part of the yarn, and with the end part we just make a small loop in your finger. You have it here, okay? You make a cross, little cross, and then you just have it here. Then this part is going to get in through the loop. How do you do that? Then you get it to here and then you put it, it's still behind. Then you put it through it slowly, and then that's how the slip knot is made. So the next thing is to put the hook inside of this slip knot we have here. Why it is called a slip knot? It's because if you pull the end of the yarn, it's going to make it tight, while if you pull the part that goes into the ball, it's going to make it loose. You see? Okay, that's the first step. The next step is how to hold the hook, how to hold the crochet. The way to hold the crochet can be as you prefer. There are people who hold this as a knife, and there are some that hold this as a pen. My personal preference is to hold this as a pen. Next step is to know how to hold the yarn. So we have our left hand in my case, and then what we are going to do is, just to avoid to be confused, you just hold for a second with your other hand this small part of the yarn, and you just leave the yarn that is connected to the ball. Then we pass the yarn in between the little finger and the ring finger and hold this. Okay, it holds there. Then you put together the middle finger and the ring finger, and in between the index finger and the middle finger you pass the yarn again. Okay, afterwards you put it down, and with these two fingers we are going to hold the yarn. Now is the moment that we can leave loose this, because these two fingers are the ones who are going to handle and hold and help us to control how tight we are knitting. Okay, so now we are going to knit stitches. the first stitch that we are going to need are chains. Okay, so you yarn over, but pay attention here. You, with your finger, you can hold this here. Put it a little bit so it helps you to control the tension. I think in the video you can see how the tension can be controlled. So you just pull it down a little bit, then you yarn over, I have it already, and you pull through. That's our first chain. What is important is that we slip back this chain so that we control the size of the chain, because we want that all chains have the same length approximately. Okay, then you move, instead of putting your fingers here, you put your fingers a little bit up. Then here you yarn over and then pull it through. Okay, with this finger, with the index finger, you hold it for a second and then move it a little bit upwards to the next or to the last chain that we have made. Once we are here, okay, we move it here, put it here, then we yarn over and pull through. That's the third stitch. We are going to need, for this case, 10 chains. We have 3, down, yarn over, pull through. We have the 4, move again, yarn over, pull through, slip backwards, then hold it with my fingers, move to the next, yarn over, pull through, hold it here and move it, yarn over, pull through, slip backwards, then hold it here, then move our fingers here for the tension, yarn over, pull through, hold it here, move it here, yarn over, pull through, hold it here, move it here, yarn over, pull through, hold it here, move it here. Okay, we said that we need approximately 10 chains, for these demonstrations. Okay, the question is, how many do we have at the moment? How do I know? Then in this case we need to learn how to count the number of chains. Okay, so for this reason I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger, this. Okay, if you haven't counted, then we are going to learn how to count chain. Just let me zoom in. And then we have here. So, as you can see, this, the first one, maybe you cannot see so good here. Maybe if I take it here, I think it looks better. Okay, so the first one, this is the slip knot. We don't count this. We start to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? We don't count that, the ending part, this we don't count, and we don't count the slip knot that is here. we are going to learn how to make single crochet. Single crochet is one of the basic stitches, and it's important to learn because it's going to help us to get the movements of the hand. So here we put it again, our hook through the hole, so we just put it here, and then again, just let me zoom out. So that you can see it better. Okay, then we are going again to hold the yarn in between the little finger and the ring finger, then here, then with these two we got back to hold the last chain, and with this one, with the index finger, we just control the tension. Okay, we just control how big we want this. Okay, since we are going to make single crochet for knitting the first row, we need to make one additional single crochet because we have 10 chains that are going to be used as a foundation, and we need one additional to make it a little bit high. You're going to see. Okay, we make one extra. We have it here. Okay, and then we start with a single crochet. Therefore, this is the first. This was the additional. Okay, I can show it here. So that one was the extra chain. This is not part of the foundation, and this is the last foundation chain that we need before. So in the single crochet, we just insert the hook through this, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through these two. Again, we have the next. Here you can see. Can you see? That's the next one. This here. Then we pass the hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and then pass through. Again, we continue. We insert the hook here in the next chain, yarn over, pass through, yarn over, and then pass through these two stitches. As you can see, with these two fingers, I'm just marking the way how I'm continuing, and I'm helping to control the shape of what I'm knitting. So we have here the next. Here we pass it through. Even it helps if we put it our finger here behind because we can see it better. Okay, pass through, yarn over, pass through, here, yarn over, then pass through. Okay, again, here you can see with your finger behind, you can see there is here the next hole. You put it here, slowly, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, again, once more, here you pass, yarn over, pass through, yarn over, and pass through. Okay, with these two fingers you are going to make it, you're going to control what is already ready. So you are going to make it here, control the shape, control where you are, where is the next place where you have to crochet. So we go to the next, yarn over, yarn over, pass through, next, yarn over, okay, pass through, yarn over, okay, pass through. This one is too tight, then I'm going to do it again. Okay, so we have it here, then we have it one more, yarn over and pass through, then we have two here, you yarn over and pass through these two. Okay, then we have the last chain. Here we have to yarn over, then yarn over again, yarn over again and pass through. Okay, then we have our first row of single crochet. Then we continue. To move to the next row, we just need to add one additional chain as we did before. Okay, so we just do one additional chain. This is to help because single crochet has an extra height, so we have to help a little bit to move to the next row. This is why we add one extra chain. Then we have to move to the next row, and the way is to turn our knit part. The key point is that this yarn have to always keep in the back of the knit. So as you see, the hook is here and this is in the back. Then how we continue? We here have to have a look. So as you can see here, there is a V shape. Okay, here you see V, V, V. Okay, this is the place where we need to insert our crochet, and we need to insert through both, through under these two V. Okay, just to explain what we are going to do next. So we're just going to continue here. Okay, if you see here, this is the place of our first crochet. So if you see here, that comes, that's external, and this is the B. This is why we have two. Then we yarn over, pass through, okay, yarn over and pass through. Okay, now it comes the next. So again we identify the V, the V is here, we put it here. Okay, we have to verify that we are holding the two parts of the V. Then you yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pass through. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Again, the next one we have here. Check again that we have held the two parts of the V. We can see it here directly. Okay, that's the V, as you can see. Then yarn over, pass through, yarn over, and pass through. Oh, here I lost the crochet. So what you need is just to make this space a little bit bigger, then we have space to put our crochet again back. Again, so we just continue. We pass it through the two, verify that we have the two here, yarn over, pass through, yarn over, pass through. Okay, now that's how our little single crochet is looking. Again, we have here the next, yes, pass it through, yarn over, yarn over, and pass through. Okay, with this finger you just open the hole. Now you can see it a little bit, you know, when I help with my nail. You can see it's not this one, it's this one, this small, tiny. Yarn over, pass through. Again, yarn over and pass through. Okay, then we see that's the next one. Just pass through, yarn over, pass through, and then yarn over. We need to pass through these stitches. We continue here. That's the little hole. Pass the hook through, yarn over, pass through, yarn over. Let's close it here, pass through. Then we have here another, you see, it's here, this little hole. Okay, put it there, then yarn over, yarn over, and pass through. We just have it here, so we insert the hook through the first, and we verify that we are also holding the second part of the V. Then you yarn over, okay, pass through. We have it here, that's easy already. Yarn over, then pass through. And then we have here 10 single crochets that are growing. If we want to move to the next row, then we need to add always one additional chain. Okay, then we turn our knitting part. We continue. Again, we have all these V's. This is our last V from the knitting part, and then we just need to pass through this, yarn over, and pass through. Okay, that's what we have. I'm going just to continue. We can simply make it a little hole, and then with this we pull it a little bit, and then slowly, okay, and we can redo the steps slowly. If we make it a mistake, then we just know that was the additional chain that we need, and this was the last stitch. Afterwards, if you want to continue, that's the little hole. Then if that's not enough, then you can make use of any other thing and make it bigger. So you just pull it a little bit, then there is enough space for the hook to correct the steps. We continue. Okay, I'm going to show you next how to count the number of single crochets that we have. For small stitches, like the single crochet, because in the single crochet you don't win a lot of height, so the way to count, we can count here. Okay, how many V's do we have? How to count it? Let's count it. We started with 10 chains in the foundation, so we should have also 10 stitches. We have 1, okay, can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cannot really see it here. It's a bit difficult, but can count it. Okay, you can count it here. Then we have it. So every time when you finish a row, it's a very good idea at the beginning to count the number of stitches, so that we are sure that we are crocheting in a correct way. That's all. If you want to finish this, let's assume that that's all what you wanted to knit, then you just cut the yarn here, and then it's kind of simple. You just put the crochet here as if you will need one additional chain, okay, but instead of that you just pull through and make it tight, and that's all. I will recommend you to practice this at least a couple of times, so that you get a little bit familiar with the tension, with the position of the crochet, with the position of the yarn in the hand, and just to play a little bit around. We will move to the next project where we are going to use single crochets and double crochet, and you learn by doing. Okay, just practice this at the beginning couple of times, and that's going to be enough so that we can start learning by doing.